there.
Boom! And welcome to the old Raggamuffin show. And look who we have here today. Goes by the name of Rico. Oh, you mean probably the most famous face from the infamous sound system called OBF. Is in the building. Where's the Rico?
Hello, greetings. Thank you
Brother.
for the invitation. Yo,
What is it?
trust me. Thank you for the invitation.
Brother,
Thank you very much.
thank you for saying yes. Most important, man. In these times here, we need to link up and keep the energy up one way or another. You know what I mean?
That's right. If we can't do it now, we won't do it later. So yeah, that's the time. We need to do it. Keep the link with people you like, people, even people you don't really like. You need to keep the link strong. Trust me.
So you say you don't like me. That's what I say. I know you never like me. You know, from here, I know. I'm glad it come out now. Actually, that's good.
You make me laugh, man. Brother, trust me, if I'm here, we together, it means, trust me, I rate you solo from a long time. So it's a real pleasure to be here with you tonight. Trust me.
Brother, you know, it's all love, man. It's always from the very first time I linked you, it was love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, vibes. Love and vibes. And
always vibes, you know?
That's why, you know what? That's why I love when I'm working with people. It needs to go beyond the professionalism and the work vibe, you know. Sometimes it needs to be, some friends vibe, love vibe, family vibe. That's, what I like.
For me, it's becoming more, although we're not working now, but even just before the lockdown, it was becoming more of a necessity. That I have to have this link, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're professional, but, I need the love as well, you know what I mean? I think music is better with the love, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So I need them link up there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rico, what we're gonna do though?
Yeah.
Before we start reason, I have some quick fire questions.
No problem.
That I like to give people just to make us relax and think. Although he's a very smooth man. Rico's smooth enough people.
I'm cool people.
Say the man smooth. So yeah, I'll give you some quick fire questions and see how you do with them, yeah?
No problem.
All right, so simple. Apples or oranges? Apples or oranges?
I'm more into apple, or I can't really eat oranges because my belly can't handle it.
Belly can't take it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Books or films?
Books or what?
Or films, movies.
Yeah, I would say movies, films. Yeah. I love reading the news. Every day, every morning, I read the news, but I don't really read books in this time. But I watch movie and films and documentary, and
Yeah, man. Comedy or action?
That's a hard one, but I would say, fucking hell, that's kind of hard. All right, let's say comedy, yeah.
All right. Bounty or beanie?
I love both. I would say fucking hell. You know what? I love Beanie's vibe. Yeah. But during the last verses, I discovered like another kind of Bounty, His vibe was great as well. I mean, I like the way Beanie act, in a kind of his funny vibes, and Bounty did it. I mean, yeah, I always say Beanie, yeah.
All right.
I rate Bounty. Hard one.
All right. Sugar Minor or Tenor.
I would say Sugar Minor because the word.
I know you would have said Sugar. I knew that. As soon as I had the question, I know you. I know you.
Bro, I rate Tenor because his voice was unique, his style, yeah. But Sugar Minor as well, his voice and vibe was unique. But he did so much for the youth, for different artists, as a producer,
for Tenor. Well, for Tenor as well, don't forget to. You know what I mean? Sugar help boss tenor soul. Remember that?
That's right. Yeah, Youthman promotion. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. True.
All right. This one gets sticky now.
All right.
Mad professor or scientist?
I would say because I'm a big.
You could abstain if you don't want to answer. You could say I allow that one. Take the fifth.
You know what? No, Mad Prof is my friend. Yeah, but scientist has been. I'm a big fan of scientists. His techniques, mixed techniques, and I'm a big fan of scientists, so I have to say scientist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Outlook or Rotterdam?
Yo, you know what? I had some great experience. I mean, musical experience in Outlook, like amazing. But I had some awful experience with police, so I would say Rotterdam.
Okay. Well, anytime we've had some great times at Outlook, though.
Oh, great time! No, I had some great times.
I think for me with Outlook, I was maybe even I could say I was more excited to go to Outlook to see the family more than the music. Of course, the music is great, but I know when I see the idea, when all of us get together, it's the vibe of it feel like a real holiday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
The link up is nice. So one time I used to be excited to go Outlook for the link up as well.
True.
And
you know what? I forget the boat party. I forget. You remember this clash on the beach? I forget many. And no, man, Outlook is great. Outlook is great. Yeah. But all my crew, each and every single person in my crew had some bad experience with police, with the local police. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why. That's just the only things that making the balance going to Rotterdam. Yeah.
Okay, because Rotterdam is a when you're not playing, it's a very chill thing, isn't it? You don't feel you're not looking behind you or nothing like that. You know what I mean? You're very relaxed.
That's right. Yeah, Rotterdam is kind of is bigger. Yeah, there's more spaces for the people. But it's all about reggae. Yeah, dancehall, rocksteady, ska. It's reggae. Yeah, Outlook is more versatile in terms of music.
Everything. You get everything at Outlook.
Yeah. But that's why I love as well Outlook, because I'm discovering every year. I'm discovering some new artists, music, and kind of style. I love it as well. Okay. But Rotterdam is very chill. Very chill, man. That's why I love it as well.
Yeah, man. All right. Red wine or white wine?
I'm a red wine person, I would say. Yeah,
okay.
Red wine.
Tequila or brandy?
Whoa. I had some bad experience with tequila. So, long time I didn't drink any tequila because,
I know you love Mexico, so I'm going to ask, well.
Yeah, so it's a hard one as well. I'm not really into the strong, the liquor or something. I would say brandy, brandy.
Right. Basketball or football?
You know what? I'm not really a big fan of football. I'm, of course, watching the World Cup when there is some.
I know you're not a real football fan like that, though.
You're
not mad.
But you know what? I'd rather watch NBA classic match instead. Oh no, you know what? I will watch a classic PSG, Paris, Marseille. Legendary me. That's kind of hard, but to change the game, I'm gonna say basketball, man.
All right.
And especially, you know what? Because Steph was a basketball trainer, so sometimes she's watching some.
Okay. I never know that. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Back in the days, also.
Okay, see it.
Yeah.
All right. Saltfish or snapper?
I like saltfish. Yeah.
All right. King Jammies or Black Scorpio?
Fuck. Scorpio got some wicked tune, yeah. I would say it's hard, fucking.
This was meant to be the easy part.
Yeah. You know what? As I met Jammy's a couple of times. He playing on our sound system a couple of times, and we made a connection with him. I've been in his studio, and I would say I'm gonna say Jammy's here because
right.
man's
only
legend.
3 more. We only have 3 more. You stop sweating. You only have 3 more. Okay. Burro or Toyan?
Okay, now. So I would say fucking El Burro is a legend, yeah. Burro is a fucking legend, yeah. But as maybe Toyan is more maybe underrated. I'm gonna say Toyan because he killed thousands of dances. Yeah.
All right. Tracksuit or jeans?
2020, I was more in the jeans vibe, yeah.
Okay, all right.
All
right. Switzerland or France?
I'm from France, but you know what's going on in France nowadays. Some fuckery with our government.
It's madness, isn't it?
It's madness. People are trying to divide people, trying to put some law. They call it the separatism, trying to put people in boxes, depending your religion, your political vision. So what the fuck? We're supposed to be all together. I mean, the people are supposed to be all together, and and they're trying to divide us. You know why? To reign control better. And Switzerland is different. It's more chill. It's more relaxed. But the vibe in France is different as well. Because I'm a Frenchman. I'm born in France, raised in France. So I got this Frenchman thing in me, and I would say France. Because as well, France, you have the sea, you have the mountain, you have Paris, the city of love. You have many good things. Switzerland, it's about the mountains and lake, and lake. But trust me, I was lucky because I'm living in France, but just near Geneva. I was lucky to have Switzerland just near my yard, because in Geneva, that's where the things happening, sound system culture from way back in the day with Asher Selector, bringing like Gregory Isaac, Gladiators, all the classic,
Yeah.
And sounds as well, sound system. So I was lucky to have Switzerland. So big up Switzerland. But my heart stay in France,
Okay, all right. So listen, there's a question that everybody needs to know. Everybody is asking the question and they need to know. What does OBF stand for?
All right. You know what? I had some funny things about OBF. I mean, some people invented some names. We have some, but the original name that we found when we were like 20 years old or something, 22 years old, it is Original Base Foundation.
That's what I said.
But but sometimes we have some people are saying some funny things about OBF, because of course with O and B and F you have many crazy
many things.
Yeah.
The Original Base Foundation.
That's right.
You see? And so when did you think about building a sound? Like when did you think? I'm assuming that you was playing music before you built a sound, before you built the sound. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we were in Geneva, going to sound system session. I was young and I was buying vinyls. In Geneva, it was a small city, but we had 3 reggae shops in town. 2 reggae shops, then 3. And so we had the chance to, get vinyls, buy vinyls. And as Geneva had many squats, like it's squats, so basement where people used to organize parties. So we had some place to play our records. And one day, we had to find our own place, to play music. So we decided to squat a building with many other people, and we started our life, the OBF life, in this basement. But we had no money to rent sound, to rent PA. So we said, you know what? We call G's uncle, my colleague. He said, "Yo, you're a carpenter. Yeah, you know how to build woods, to use your machine. Yeah, or could you show us how to use this and that?" And we have some plans. So we found some plans. I don't know, maybe cultural warriors or some. We found some plans somewhere.
Yeah.
And so we built our first 2 scoops, and we bought 2 mids and tops just to play in our basement first. That was because it was cheaper, and you know how it goes.
Wow.
And
so,
then
the first time you played out, you had 2 scoops there. You just had the 2 scoop and the mids and tops.
That's right, 2 scoops, mids and tops. And another sound called Audio Activity was there. We were on the same age back in the days, and they had as well 2 scoops. So sometimes for bigger sessions, 200, 100 people, we put the 2 songs together. This is how we started.
So when you build a sound, what was the ethos behind it? Was it just you just wanted to be able to play music, or did you have a bigger vision?
Trust me, every time I was starting a new job, I couldn't stay more than a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I said, because I was looking for I was working as a chef or as in a kitchen, because my dad is a chef, my grandma is a chef, so I knew how to cook. So the easy way for me to make money was working in kitchen, in a restaurant, But you know what? My father was kind of cool, so he never really argue with his employees as a chef, He was always he was always showing them, teaching them in a cool way, So when I started my life in a real restaurant, in a restaurant with other chefs going, "Yo, what are you doing? What the fuck are moving?" I was like, "What the fuck are they doing, bro? How you talking to me?" So usually it was like 1 day, 2 day, "Yo, Rico, you're fired." All right, thank you, bye. So it was, I say, fucking Rico, you have to make it into music, bro. You have to build some solid rhythm. You have to be a proper entertainer. You have to be a proper selector. You have to earn money with it.
Yes, sir.
So that was from the day I started. Not from the first day I bought my vinyls and things.
But you knew that's the path that you had to take.
Exactly.
How many people is in the sound? How many people is in the sound?
So we started with G back in the days. Then Steph came later, and then she's working as production manager and running the agenda and shit, contract. And we have all the box boys, drivers, carpenters. So I couldn't stay, but and every 5 years it's changing, because some friends got kids, the family is coming first, and then sorry,
prioritize and
my wife said I can't really come. Can't really go with you guys. I said, you know how it goes. So but we are maybe like 8 people. The solid crew is like 8 people now working for OBF Soundsystem.
Okay, seen. The unity. You have a lot of people talk about it, but I don't know. I think it's really hard to understand unless you're in it. But the unity that you have within those 8 people. The brotherhood is unmatched. No, it's unrivaled, isn't it? I think anyway. I don't think I formed.
No, I can understand.
I don't think I formed a relationship stronger than at the time that you're in a sound system with the man them, like, you know.
Yeah, cause you're sharing vibes, sweat, tears, hours of driving, and so the links are getting stronger every time. Yeah, and you are, the people around us, the crew is following the evolution of the sound, so they're part of it. Because what I love is like to giving them back as well. What we get, they have it as well. When people come at the end of the session and say, "Yo, pick up, yo, all the crew, respect, yo." So it's like it's a recognition for them. So I think it's the family need to be strong, because there's some hard work to do. There's hard work to do, but as well there's some recognition and some love at the end, and make us, the unity is here. It needs to be here, because it's not an easy work if you're alone. If you run a sound system alone, bro, it's not easy. Or 2 guys to run a sound, no, it's impossible. You need to have the full crew. That's why important. And the unity is important.
Committed crew as well,
Yeah.
Come 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, the sound got to go back.
That's right.
The sound has to go back, you know what I mean? So you need commitment in that way. There's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. You need to be, and some people. I don't think people realize sometimes how hard it is to bring the sound to a dance, playing all night. I mean, it is. You rent the van, you pack the van the night before, then wake up early, then drive all days, then set up the sound, string up the sound, play all night, pack up the sound, sleep 4 hours, and drive back. Fucking hell, man! For one session. Some people say
for one session is like, I don't know, at least 48 hours, maybe even more. Maybe even 60 hours.
Yeah. No, that's 48. That's 40. Yeah, that's 2 days enough. Because you have to give back the vans on Monday morning, so you have to wake up early on Monday morning to bring back the vans that you've read.
Brother, the greatest thing we ever done with our sound is when we brought our own van.
Oh.
When we brought our own van. Oh my days. It was like heaven, Rico. Because with the dance finish, we put it on the van.
Yeah.
Ride the van, park it up. We come back to that tomorrow,
Yeah. Fact. You know what? We've been thinking about it many times, but you know what? Looking at the budget, when you pay the insurance, because we are driving, I mean, we're pushing them hard. So, with some serious OBF serious drivers.
You have to weigh up, and sometimes you're better off with a rental that's covered, and if you have a problem, come and fix this, you know what I mean?
That's right. And as well, everything, the brake, sometimes the van is overloaded, the brakes, the engine, everything is suffering. So
no, I've
been thinking about it.
But honestly, that was when we brought our own van, it was like heaven. Honestly.
That's. I can imagine.
It was like heaven, and sometimes I never even used to take the sound off and put it back in the garage. Cause if we was playing out the next week, especially
you just leave it in the van.
When you play out Friday, Saturday, then boom, you don't go back in the garage. You just put it on the van and it stay on the van.
Yeah.
The next day we go where we're going, but sometimes it will stay on there for 1 week, 2 weeks. I will play it out the next week and.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah.
It was heaven. It was heaven them time.
I can imagine. For my back can imagine as well. You've been suffering. Fucking hell.
So about taking, I never ever took the sound, took the set abroad. So about when you're going into different countries with the sound,
Yeah. yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big movement, huh?
Fucking hell, you know, it is when you have to play in Liverpool or even London or Leeds. It's fucking
Leeds, you know.
Leeds.
I
So
see you took the
Leeds.
sound. I see you took the sound to Leeds. I was like, that's a drive.
Yeah, yeah, we took the sun many times to Leeds. So you know, you
That's
have to
a
drive.
journey.
I can tell you everything. You're driving from Geneva to Lille. You have to drive 7 hours. Then you have to be 1 hour and a half at the customs before the control and the boat. Yeah. Then you go on a ferry for 1 hour and a half. Then you're sleeping on a ferry. Then Dover. So you have 1 hour. You are winning 1 hour, right?
Yes.
With the time zone. Then you have to drive. Yeah, it's 6 hours
It must be
from
something like
Dover. Yeah.
Dover to
If
Leeds
if
must be
if
6, 7
everything is
hours.
cool in London, yeah. If everything is cool in London, cause fucking hell, the M1, you know, this fucking hell. So yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge because you'll be driving for a day. I mean, a day, yeah, and then you have to stop. You sleep for a couple of hours, you know, phoning friends or hotel. Then you have to to pay the ferry, so it costs. Fucking hell, it costs. And then driving again to Leeds, playing in Leeds, you know, till 6 o'clock. Then you go for a quick nap, leaving at 12, going back the same way. Fucking hell, that's trust me, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. But you know what? That's insane. But when you drop, the first time, well, when I was going to Subdub back in the days, because G, Steph, and I, we were like, you know, dub fans, so we used to go to Leeds. So when Mark called us and Simon Scott called us for the first time and say, yo, you want to bring OBF sound in Leeds? We say, fuck, yeah, we go straight, man. That's like
Course,
an honor
yeah.
to play here. So, but yeah, still, it hurts, man.
Yeah, it's a hard work, but
it's a hard work, man. And yeah, we put the van on the boat. We put the van in the fucking ferry. Many times we've been playing Sicily. We play. The worst we did, we drove 15 hours non-stop to come back from Czech Republic or Poland, bro. Fucking in the deep east. 15 hours
driving.
Three drivers. But non-stop. Because you have to bring back the van, you know, to the rent man. So, you know, to save some money.
Yeah.
So go, you know, it's all about, as well. It's all about like, trying to run the expenses as well, you know, because you can't spend too much.
Yeah. You have to try and balance the books throughout all of this. Because owning a sound system is expensive. Maintenance is expensive, you know?
Yeah. And we're suffering about it. I mean, you know, we have to pay the rent because the storage, we have to pay the storage, we have to pay but there is no really maintenance nowadays, but the storage, we have to pay it, and there's no incomes for now. So, you know.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. So like how you mentioned, Subdub and Mark, you know, Aeration was a massive, Mark Aeration Step was a massive, can I say influence or guide? Maybe guide. I think he was already influenced. You know, if you say influence, sometimes it make it sound like they introduce you to, but it's still an influence to make you grow, no? But there was a massive help and inspiration to you then.
That's right, because when we were young, so we're in this building in this quad, like 20 years old, something like that. And we were listening to some music like Irish steppers and all that stuff. And I had a machine, you know, that a Polish friend living downstairs, he bought for, I don't know where he found it, but he had this machine, but he couldn't use it. So I took it, because he said, yo, Rico, take it and make something with it, because you know to deal with music and shit, but I never tried this. So he gave me this machine and I started to build rhythms. Listening vinyls, building rhythm, trying to copy, trying to, you know, because I didn't know where the snare was, you know, on the I was like, I only like learned guitar, but I didn't know how to be rhythm. So I was listening music, and I've been listening Irish and steppers a lot, yeah. And 1 year later, after I've been spending hours, hundreds of hours, thousands of hours on the machine, I gave CDs of my own production to iNatural. Yeah. And one day iNatural was listening the CD in his yard in Leeds when he was living there back in the days. And knock, 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 who's coming? Mark Iration. He say, yo, what's that? And he said, yo, it's a young guy from Geneva I met the other day. I said, all right. Mark said, all right, yo, give me his email, yeah? So he took my email, an old email, caramel, something like that, you know, yeah, would you know, all things. So one day I received, I was very young and I couldn't imagine that Iration stepper, Mark Iration stepper, the vinyl I was listening, you know, to build my music. I mean, with many other vinyl, yeah? But one of these guys been writing me and say, yo, I love your dubs. I said, what the fuck is that? Mark Iration, I love your dubs. Send me some dubs. Here my address. Because, you know, back in the day you were like...
Yeah, man, you have to send that to you.
Put it... Yeah, no, CD. I'm not that old. So...
Yeah, youth, man. Tell you say youth, man.
So, yeah, I put everything on CD. I've sent it to Mark, and 6 months later, he was playing in France, and we drove there with the crew, and he played my tune. I said, "Fuck yeah!" It was the first time someone played my tune in a dance, and I was like, "Yo, what bad? Sounded bad, brother." I was quite kind of surprised. Yeah. And then after that, we kept the link. He was always there, like pushing OBF. I was sending music. He was playing OBF, and then he was the first to book OBF in the UK. So yeah, I have to say, Mark, I've been always there on OBF side. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The first time I heard about OBF, somebody said to me, they said, "Oh, the young Iration."
Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, Mark has been really like he's been a teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember when I first heard about OBF, that's the way that people was talking about this. Like, the young Iration, you know, Iration, young Iration kind of thing.
Yeah, because I think when you start your musical career, you need a kind of mentor, you know, who is influencing you, who is guiding you, and then step after step, you're finding your own identity, creating your own word, you know, and so, but yeah, Mark has been a really, I mean, big part of the OBF influence at the beginning, of course. And still now, you know.
And still now.
Yeah. Because what I like, you know, I like this dancehall vibe, entertainment vibe, you know, that you get in the dancehall, you know, more in the bashment dancehall. And I like the dub vibe, you know, with this crazy mix. And I like this experimentation vibe that. So Mark had these three things that, you know, I was interested in. So
yeah. That's a very good way to put it as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
His presentation is second to none. You know what I mean? His presentation, but. Me see you. I learn still. Me see you. Where did I see you? At the beach on Rotterdam. I see you climb up on something. Yeah. I said, Rico. I was calling you Rico Trooper. I said, look at Rico Trooper. Me see you climb up on the thing. Me say, yo, Rotterdam. Now play my tune. I said, weird. It's Rico Trooper in the building. Look at me.
That's what, you know, that's why I like entertainment, you know?
Yeah, of course. Entertainment thing, man.
That's why when I go to a dance, I like when people entertain me. I mean, the conscious vibe, spiritual vibe. I love it, yeah. But I love as well the entertainment, just the vibe, joke vibe, entertainment, people. I mean, yeah, that's why I like, because I'm like this, you know.
Yes, right.
So, you know, but it takes me some time, like, to reach this level of confidence, of self-confidence.
You take everybody time, brother.
True,
You take
true. It takes some time
time.
to jump on the table. Just me, sort of.
Yeah, because when you done it, I said, well, I never see that one before. All right, Mr. Rico Trooper, move up again, you know.
Another level. It's like that every 1 or 2 years you have to bring another level, yeah.
Bring our level to the thing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My thing,
Exactly.
my thing. Or the Dubquake come around then. To all who don't know, let's tell them, huh? Let's tell them about
Dubquake, man. It started in 2006 now, so it's been 15 years, yeah. And this is a club in Geneva.
Papa Rico in the dub selector. I mean that. Man like GM and the operator. I knew that. Sister Steph, she had the real boss. Steph, you know. No say Shanti deep on the mic. And say all of them together is the OBF crew. Winning family. Purifier when them a go past. That's what's country. If you want to come and test. Yes, you know say OBF and the champion crew. You know me chat. Bars, me lyrics. Bass, rock, we knowledge, yeah, say London, we born, we puff, we hard, we move on, go long, say listen, we strong, you know we fit and we strong, no different from the wrong, no places are the one, nice up everyone, nobody is in possession, lightning is a go come, burning in the sun, get to it!
Autonomous, how do you call it? Like autonomous club or building, a cultural center. Yeah,
yes,
that's an autonomous cultural center. With there is 2 different clubs. There is cinema, theater. There's many things to do there. It's called L'Usine. And in L'Usine, there is the club where Dubquake happened. And I used to run this club with Steph and Andre, who is now running Dubquake Records.
Okay.
So you see how it is, the family from long time, yeah. So after we started to work in 2006 at the zoo in this club, and I decided to organize my own dance, yeah, called Dubquake with G. And yeah, we started Dubquake. The first guest was Vibronics. Then we had Alpha and Omega. And yeah, this is happening every 2 months in the heart of Geneva, in this nice place where, you know, everybody is kind of volunteer. So, you know, it sounds like, you know, it's the same vibe that you can find in, for example, I don't know, like Trinity Center in Bristol, or Sub Dub Leeds. The vibe is kind of cool, mixed people. So yeah, Dubquake now for 15 years, been in the house, man.
15 years, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the first time, I don't even know if it was the first time I met you. It's definitely the first time I DJ on the sound. Definitely the first time I worked with you was at Dubquake. I'm not sure if it was the first time I met you though. But anyway, yeah, you know, it was to witness that for the first time was amazing still. You know, because I wasn't sure. You know, it's the first time I've been there. You know, you don't know what it's going to be like, what the vibe's going to be like. And it was nice. And you start the night off, you was playing pure vinyl, some rubber dub tune, them, some Echo Minor.
Yeah.
Kind of thing that you was playing, kind of tune there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's called Dubquake, as you said. Yeah, we love to play some like rubber dub selection, you know, at the beginning, some even dancehall. I mean, 80s and 90s, you know, classic Exterminator, this kind of vibe. But yeah, we kind of versatile. That's why I like.
Like, what's the state of the venue?
Fucking hell, the venue is suffering because of the COVID, man. There's no.
Because I remember there was a problem. There was a problem with the venue before. Like
Yeah.
2018, no, there was a problem, no?
Yeah, you know, this venue, I just say it's an autonomous cultural center, so it has been squatted 35 years ago now, and after now it's a kind of they have a contract with the city, so every 2 years they have to renew the contract. If I'm not wrong, yeah, 2 years or 3 years they have to renew the contract, and every year they're bringing some new article in the contract. You have to respect the volume, the you know, can't be too loud, can't be open 24/7, you can't do this, you can't serve food, you can't do. And we say, fucking hell, you know, you've been there, it's kind of free, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's kind free zone.
It's a beautiful place. It really,
yeah, that's a beautiful place.
Zone, man. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, that's right. And they're doing a lot for the for the culture in Geneva for, I told you, 35 years. So yeah, and as well, not only music, as I told you, there's different genres of art there, and as well there's even like there is La Macno, who is more the militant part of the venue, working for some like political and militant projects. So yeah, that's a very interesting place, and as it's a kind of free zone, you know, like welcoming refugees, organizing some left-wing party and things like that. The city sometimes is giving problem. Yeah. So every 2 years they have to go in the streets, fight against for their own. It's not privilege, but they have some privilege if you compare it to some classic club or restaurant, because they've been fighting hard for it. So they try to keep.
So even though with all of this thing, you know, it must be a real struggle now.
Yeah. With COVID now, it's even worse because they don't have any. What make this place strong is the amount of people coming every week. You know, thousands of people coming every week, going every week to the party, to the restaurant, to the cinema, to this, to that, to the art gallery. You know, so but nowadays there's nothing happening. So it's kind of sad. People can't be paid. There's no more life. It's fucked up. Yeah. But it's not only for Luzerne, it's everywhere now, fucking in the world.
Yeah. It's everywhere still, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
Oh boy, you know, it's an endless conversation that you can't help but talk about it. Every time you speak to somebody, you can't help but talk about this situation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And especially for us, you know, our livelihood, our careers are put on pause. You know what I mean? Have you played anything? Have you played any gig or anything?
From March 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you remember, last summer in France, we had the chance to have like 2 months kind of cool months, yeah? So some guys organized some party on the west coast of France on the seaside. So they booked me every week. I play like 6 gigs. I play in Brittany, first gigs. I play my gigs. Next day, close down Brittany. Then I go down in the south. I play my gig. Then they close this part. Then trust me, it was like,
save you.
No, it's not.
We find him,
bro. It sounds like that.
The culprit. Are you? Bloody Rico. You wait until I call Strider. I'm gonna call Strider after this and say, yo, it's Rico, you know.
But bro, it sounded like this. I was like, fucking hell, bro. My friend called me and said, yo, police came and the city council decided to close this part. And I said, fucking hell, all right. You think it's because of last night party? I don't know. Police came, took picture, took photos and shit. Next day, but it was legal, yeah. Everybody was wearing masks. Everybody has the, you know, it was legal to organize this, yeah.
Yeah.
They say it's legal to have this amount of people if you have the this amount of space, you can put 200, 300, 400 people. Yeah. So it was legal. Yeah. Yeah. So nothing illegal. Yeah. But then I just know that every time after a party or something, the week after it was, fuck.
But it's crazy. It's like, it's sometimes it feel like to me, they put these obstacles in your way. And when you climb over the obstacle, they're upset.
Yeah.
They ask you to climb up the wall. So when you go and climb up the wall, they're upset that you succeeded. So they try and make the wall higher. You know what I mean? It's like, they're trying to test our resilience when it comes to these things like that. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
The same with the venue, the same with Luzine, are the same thing. That's why every 2 years they make it harder and bring in another rule and another rule.
That's right. That's right.
Because they want you to give up.
Of course.
If they just take it away, then it's gonna look bad on their reputation and on their political career.
Yeah, of course.
So they just try to make it harder and harder so you give up. So then they can turn around and say, well, it wasn't us, they gave up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. Yeah, you have to trust me. You have to be strong to fight against the city. Yeah, Geneva City. You know it is. It's in the heart of Geneva. It's a how can I say that?
It's unique,
Icon, unique place. So,
that is unique because I've been to many squads. I'm playing many squads. Italy, they have many squads, big squad as well. And the city give them, once you're there for a certain amount of time, and you look after the building and you're doing certain community work. They they do the same thing and give you the building. And Germany, the same thing. You know what I mean? But what's unique about Luzino and Geneva now is the location is crazy. It's in the heart.
That's why they don't like this. They don't like this.
In the heart, and it's just like a beacon of it's just like a beacon of light, a beacon of love, if you can understand. Because city feel, new building, how it feel very rigid and and then you turn the corner and you just
the lights.
You see this lovely Phoenix building. And everyone is outside, enough people, and everyone is happy and vibe, and you know what I mean. It's unique for that. It's lovely.
Yeah, that's unique. That's why they don't like it, because it's in the heart of the city, and people, it's where the banks are. It's where the posh restaurants are. It's like where the rich people live in, and boom, just 100 meters from them. Hello.
Incomes original.
Yeah, but back in the days, it's because of the gentrification. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Back in the days, 35 years ago, it was an industrial part of Geneva, so nothing was there. Just like industries, and so this usine, which means factory in French, was an old factory. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what they were doing inside? Gold treatment.
What gold treatment?
Gold treatment. I don't know what exactly they were doing, but they received some big amount of gold, and then I don't know what they were doing with it, but treatment, some process, something.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was an industrial place. Yeah, but Swiss industry.
So when you check it out, is that factory that encourage all of the business to come and set up around there?
No, because before there were some other usine just near usine, some bigger usine, some mud. Because Geneva, was very, very famous for that. Many squats, many cultural center, many.
Okay.
But trust me, every night, 1 or 2 or 3 parties, many bars open, but everything was like free entrance, free price for the drinks, free this, some live music, DJs, political things, hip hop, reggae, punk music, everything. And how it goes, gentrification, the politics is changing, government is changing, and one time a decade came and just like remove everything.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. Sad one. But
yeah.
So tell me something now then. So you said that you was always making music from them time there for when the man gave the machine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't even know that really. I thought it was a more I knew you've been
Recent.
doing it for a while, yeah, but I thought it was a more recent thing. I didn't realize from
Yeah,
them
but
time, really.
yeah, because before we couldn't put this on vinyl or
Already.
Strictly don't play. So
Yeah,
strictly don't play. No, strictly don't play business. It wasn't ready for vinyls and release, and But
so
you know what?
Yeah.
It was some vibes. It was just vibes,
Of course. So
but
then,
it was
so
wicked.
then you decided to take the step now and say you're gonna release.
The first release was with Danman, and the tune's called Wicked Afiran. So it was a DJ.
Oh, Danman.
Yeah, Danman. Wicked Afiran, them Afiran. 4 steppers. Danman riding it.
Yeah.
Like a machine from the beginning to the end. And we how it goes. You testing it. We had it as a dope play specials, playing it in sessions, and people was overreacting to this one. We say, you know what, it's time now. Even if I wasn't happy with the mixes, when I'm never happy with the mixes, but sometimes
nobody's ever happy with the mixes, man.
Yeah, that's the producer anyway. Sometimes you have to say, okay, now it's time.
Now it's time. We have to do it. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
And then well, it just
Yeah.
That, man. Big releases, man.
Yeah, no, I mean nowadays, it's easier, I mean, to release because we have the structure like Dope Quick Records. So I just need to focus on the artistic direction, music producing, and then the guys are doing the
doing the work there.
The work behind. So
but like I say, you had some very big tunes under your belt, man.
Let me see on your hand if you love Nelson Mandela. The great freedom fighter from outer South Africa. Well, follow me no dread, well, hear me now.
Gangsters, tell me what they're fighting for.
So tell me what they're fighting for.
Want to be gangsters, fighting without no war. 2015, they get to get in a top.
I'm a black man, I'm an African, and my parents are Jamaican, and I grew up in a London, so I know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy for. But you know what? So as we were talking about the family and the vibes when you're building a tune. That makes the difference. When you're building tune with a friend and they know what you want, what you want. They know what you want. You know what we all want, and we're moving to the same direction. Yeah, so it takes some different energy from the universe and then put it as one and a solid one. That's what solid.
And the communication as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because when you're in the studio, I find, especially when I'm with somebody that I have this connection with, so much communication is not through spoken word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's energy. You know what I mean? So much communication is energy.
Energy.
Like for an example, then when I'm working with Kris Kemist, then we're building a rhythm, and Kris will play something. Say, "Oh, what about this?" And I'll go, and you know exactly what I mean. I know you could understand what I mean, but he would know the exact little bit that I'm talking about that I'm not sure. You understand what I mean? There's so many things that's not even spoken communications, and this is what you get when you're with your friend. Then when there's
right
love in the room, you know what I mean?
You just look at the face.
Because there's love in the room, you don't find because there's love in the room as well. The conversation is more honest as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it makes it easier for the process, for the build up of the tune. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Exchanging ideas as well. When I'm with Charlie in the studio, we always, communicate, exchanging ideas. Yo, Rico, this is good. Yeah, if I go like this, yeah. And then I say, yo, Charlie, how does this melody sound? Yeah, maybe do this. I say, all right, yeah. You know?
I noticed that, especially with obviously with the productions that you have with Charlie, you know, it's clear to see and it's clear to hear that the vibe was like this. In the studio, you know. He's a producer, you know every word. You know every word and you know every flow. You know what I mean? Of lyrics in that way there. So it's clear to see. But that's a good connection there. True, you know, I thought that from the beginning. The first time I see you like that, I said, "Oh, that's gonna be a good connection there." You know, OBF and Charlie. That's gonna be a good link. You know, I see it straight away.
Yeah.
You can just tell when something is gelling. You know what I mean?
I want to see everyone's hands in the air. No Logo Festival. Put your hands in the air right now. Everyone. Hey, me tell them, we are the dog selector. I like G, got the operator. Sister Steph, she on the real boss, yeah. You know, see Charlie P on the mic center. I'm missing all of them together in the sound man crew. Trust me, they find out when they go pass through. Don't play. You want to test my youth. You know, see Charlie P in your conscience. You know, be shot. Balls, lyrics, hard, years, raw, knowledge, yard. London, we born, we fuck, we hard, we move and galore. Listen, we song it, you know me with them in song. Know them everybody wrong. Don't please anyone. Rise up everyone. When we say it's a genre, like the little go on. Burning like the sun. We are the Rico the born. When me mama me ting and me elevating and me resurrecting and I'm about to bring another Charlie P man and chat and the team me gonna pop in and every dub in me flick.
Yeah, with Charlie it's a different. Yeah, it's more than some work team. You know, it's like my brother now. Yeah, talking every week on the phone, looking every 2-3 days. So yeah, it's like my brother. Yeah, my English brother. So and plus now I'm working hard for him because he's working on a mixtape. He's working on he has many projects. So yo, fucking hell, it's good, man.
He got you working hard now, innit? I know he got you working hard now.
Yeah,
it's good though, but your work ethic and the things that I see you doing is the growth. The growth and the vision is beautiful to see, you know. And the commitment from yourself is beautiful to see. 'Cause even with the latest releases, like the last one there with the Iration Steppers. Release beautiful works, man.
Yeah, as I told you this on the phone like last week, that these 2 releases were special because I told you we used to listen this when we were young, you know, and 15 years later, my label, according to Iration Steppers, are repressing these 2 classic, you know, who change the life of many Soundsystem soundboys producer in Europe and in the world. Yeah, so it's
history, you know.
Yeah, history.
Real history in the making. Real history in the making.
True.
And you was telling me that you was learning a lot about the UK sound system culture from back in the day. You say you was hearing some great stories and things like that about blues dances and these things here.
Yeah, because you know we've been working on a documentary on Iration Steppers. You know, when I mean, as you said before, we're trying to see the things on another level. You know, so when we're doing something, it's not just some releases of old classic album. Yeah, we're bringing on top of this a documentary on Iration Stepper to celebrate the 30 years anniversary of Iration Stepper. So that's what when we were in Leeds with the Dubquake team, filming, interviewing, you know, we were there for, I think we were not ready for this, you know, and we step up in a world that we didn't really know. It was the 70s, 80s child, yeah, who were influenced by Shaka back in the days, used to go to blues dance at suffers the riot in the UK in the 80s. Fucking hell. So it was a different perspective of what we expected, you know.
Yeah.
We were going just for music.
Yeah.
But you know, music, sound system.
You see how it really entwined with life, with the community.
With life, exactly. Yeah. With the community, with the Caribbean community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it was really, really interesting. And instead of doing a short documentary, we have 1 hour and 20 minutes now. Yo, trust me, we could have done some a series. Trust me, but we say, all right, no, we're gonna keep it like a documentary, 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I mean, I knew about blues and all that stuff, yeah, but it was good to go in Leeds to talk about this old time. And Mark, you know, he used to have a camera VHS recorder, camera recorder, old camera.
Yeah.
So he had many crazy footage from back in the days, 80s, dancehall period and era, and then the 90s, and how the thing is growing. As you can see, the ABBA and Iration playing together. I mean, ABBA's playing on Toby's sound. Jaroya is renting ABBA sounds to play Mark Iration for his first time in London. You know, we have this kind of footage, so it's like history.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. That was great to go in Leeds and learn more about this culture. And we can see that, yeah, back in the days, it was 90 something, in the 90s, I don't know. And you can see there's not many people in the dance as well.
Yeah.
It changed. It changed now.
Yeah, it was a different time, you know.
Yeah, and you can see as well, it's like 100%. I mean, dub dance was like maybe 95% of black people and 5% of white people.
Yes.
There is some footage of the dancehall Bashman session in Leeds. It's 100% black people. So you can see how the scene is changing. So yeah, it's very interesting to analyze it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Because then of course that and then you can see how maybe how different ways of presenting the music or playing the music, on how you talk about the music has changed as well, with the crowd changing and the scene changing, and even just the digital age as well changed a lot.
Yeah,
digital age changed a lot because it made it accessible to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you now that you see, I know you knew it from before, but now that you know all of these things and in-depth things, then do you have, I don't want to say sympathy, but can you understand the mentality of some old diehard people who say, "Nah, man, I like it when how it used to be," and blah blah blah. I know you's a man, you like to experiment and you're always looking forward and things like that.
Yeah.
Can you understand the connection or the love that some people might have like that way there still?
Yeah, of course. Well, I knew about it. I knew about this because when I was young, 18 years old, I decided to leave France to go to London. Yeah.
See.
So yeah, just because I was a reggae head, so I used to go, you know, the closest country from France where you can listen reggae music proper on Soundsystem was, you know, England.
Yeah, and that was the heart.
Yeah, that's right. London.
Everything
Yeah,
come from England to go to Europe anyway. So you know.
That's right. So I knew about it. Yeah, but this documentary is giving more information about the old generation, the older generation, because it was they used to thief piece of wood on the building to build their own sound. They used to hide in basement to organize some blues, because it's a different. I think I can't really understand how it was, because you
Brother,
know,
we used
yeah,
to we'd be on the road, maybe just going somewhere, going to see somebody, see friends, whatever like that, and you
yeah,
see an empty flat or you see an empty house, and
mm.
straight away you're like, hey, it's an empty house, you know. And from there, yeah. So maybe if this happened on the Monday or the Tuesday, so yo, the house is empty, you know. So now every day now, you go back and walk that way. You know, you go back the next day and say, yeah, it's definitely empty, you know. So then the Wednesday, you go and knock the door, knock around, you look through the letterbox, say, yo, it's empty, you know. Your brethren used to work in the printers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guy to your brethren, yo, man, do a quick flyer on the printer, print up 300 paper flyer, you know what I mean? Little flyer. Hey, let's give out. Saturday, like, you know, maybe the Friday night, then if you want to keep the blues sat there, Friday night you go there and you try and get in quietly. Because once people see you break in, then the police is coming, yeah? But you want to see if there's electric there, innit?
Uh-huh.
But if you can't get in, you have to leave it to the day of the dance. So it's a blues, yeah, but we call it a dance. So the night of the dance, you got people turning up, and you don't even know if you got electricity in the house yet. So then you have to pop the door and you try and go to the electric board, and there's no electric, so you have to go and look and try and teeth the electric from outside for run inside to stick up the sound and play the blues. But once the blues had started and people was inside, the police won't stop it.
All right.
You know, they would try to, but once it was full up,
Yeah.
a lot of time they would leave it because it's too much problem. You know, because these days here was volatile, you know. This could end up being a mini riot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because there's 100 people inside the house, 150 people inside the house, you know what I mean? So,
Mad.
yeah.
That's a great story, so I love it.
Different times, man. Yeah. Oh, there's an empty house, where? Or somebody would say to you, there's an empty house, and you go over there and look at it and knocking on the door and things like that, trying to open the window for going, you know, to keep blues and things like that.
Mad. So yeah, that was a different era, different dimension. So I can't even, you know, relate to this era. But yeah, I can understand people. I mean, are like saying that they are missing the old days. Yeah, of course.
I miss the old days. I love the new days, and I miss the old days. You know, and there's no reason why you can't have emotions for both. You have emotions for both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I love the new days. You know, I love the new days, and I miss the old days. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, because the new days allow us to, you know, to travel in different countries, meet new people in Brazil, Mexico, Tokyo. You know, that's crazy. So
crazy
that's
place.
what I love. Yeah.
Cause you go everywhere too, innit? You travel the world now.
Yeah. We've been traveling before the Corona. We've been traveling, man. And it was nice.
It's amazing, no? You don't find it amazing when you reach these places and people are excited to hear you and things like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's I've always been amazed about it. Like you reach a place like thousands of kilometers from your house and you play a tune, people like singing the tune or like recognizing the melodies, or you know, like, yeah, that's great, man. It's great. Great. And what I love, it used to give me vibes, you know. That's where I'm taking the vibe for my music, you know, for my tunes, yeah. For my music, I'm just taking vibe from Mexico. What I mean, I was in Asia last year with Charlie. We've been building tune because the vibes. I need vibes to build tune. I need, you know, to meet new people, new culture, and you know, to just feed my brain and my energy and my creativity, you know.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's kind of hard now.
It's a struggle, man. But you're in the studio. You're doing works in the studio, like I say. You're working on Charlie mixtape and
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's
and all these things. So you keep him busy though. That's good.
Yeah, I need to, because you know what? There's no more sessions, dance, nothing. So yeah, I'm keeping it busy in the studio, and I love it. I love working in the studio, you know, for the friends, for the family, releasing some new music and shit. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. I haven't even been to the studio here yet, but anyway, we done established from early, so you don't like me. Oh, yeah, show me now.
Yo,
oh, look at the echo. What's that space echo you got there?
Yeah, that's a legendary space echo, you know. Space echo. Yeah. We have some French gear here. Auto. We have some classic Furman delay.
Lovely.
The spring reverb, you know, the classic Neutron, B-Face, you know, the classic. Oh.
All right, my brother. But Rico, give thanks, brother, man. It's been good to see you. Nice to see your face. Been good for reasons still, you know what I mean? Big up G for me. Big up, big up Steph. Big up everybody still. Big up the whole crew for me, you know? It's love.
All right. I do it, bro. I do it. That was good to talk, man. Good. Very good to talk.
So we keep the link in. I'll give you a shout next week anyway.
All right. Cool, man.
See you, my brother.
All right. Stay safe. Big up the whole Bristol family, and yeah, we talk soon, yeah?
Yes, King.
It was good to talk, man.
Yeah, man. Love Rico, yeah?
Take care, yeah?
Yes,
love, brother.
Blessing, love.
Safe.